Hi, my name is Megan Kang, and I'm a PhD candidate at Princeton Sociology. Today I'm going to talk to you about a paper that Patrick Sharkey and I wrote together called The Era of Progress on Gun Mortality, State Gun Regulations and Gun Deaths from 1991 to 2016. Gun violence has spiked since 2020. Mass shootings have been on the rise, and the lack of recent gun legislation may make it seem like lawmakers aren't able to do much to tackle the issue. At the same time, the Supreme Court has made it harder for states to control gun access and gun ownership. It's clear that the United States has a gun problem, and often that problem seems overwhelming and intractable. But here's the thing. We've actually seen some significant progress in the recent past. From 1991 to 2016, gun deaths went down, and the rate of U.S. households with at least a gun also decreased. During this time, most states tightened up their gun laws. In our paper, we want to shed a spotlight onto this era of progress and figure out if state policies had a hand in reducing gun deaths. The main objective in our analysis was to figure out how state regulations impact 5 important outcome measures: the overall gun death rate, the gun homicide rate, the non-gun homicide rate, the gun suicide rate, and the non-gun suicide rate. In order to do this, we constructed a key independent variable, which was the combined state gun regulations index per state from 1991 to 2016. The index has positive values when there are stricter gun regulations and negative values when there are more permissive ones per state. This allows us to assess how state gun policies evolved over time and to be able to distinguish between states like California with an index of 20 from states like Kansas with an index of -4. The main analysis examines the conditional association between changes in gun regulations using our cumulative gun index per state and changes in gun mortality using the 5 outcome measures I stated from 1991 to 2016. In addition to the main analysis, we include a series of robustness checks, including 2 instrumental variant analyses to allow for stronger causal inferences. The main takeaway from our analyses is clear. When states put in place stricter gun regulations, they lower overall gun deaths, including gun homicides and gun suicides. However, these regulations seem to have little to no impact on non-gun suicides and non-gun homicides. We found this pattern consistently across all of our analyses, whether we looked at changes over time, year-to-year trends, used instrumental variables, or considered different measures of long-term changes in gun regulations. The strengths of our findings, backed by additional analyses in the appendix, reinforces a conclusion that others have made before. But our approach, which takes into account all gun deaths and gun regulations collectively, provides even stronger evidence for. Implementing policies to regulate guns can lead to significant reductions in gun-related deaths. In fact, our estimates suggest that restrictive gun regulations put in place by 40 states between 1991 and 2016 helped prevent 4,297 gun deaths in 2016 alone. That's roughly 11% of the total number of gun deaths in the U.S. for that year. The evidence presented in our study strongly indicates that recent state-level policies have been remarkably effective in reducing gun-related deaths. This should bolster our confidence in policymakers' ability to address the complex issues tied to widespread gun ownership. In recent years, states have made substantial strides in tackling this challenge, and their efforts have had a profound impact, saving tens of thousands of lives.